Yo, we cover from Dolce's to the team at the Barclays, the Old Heads podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to Ja being wanted, the Old Heads podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy, Old Heads, episode 77, man. Back in the basement, man. Great day to be alive. You already know what it is. Today we're actually going to dedicate this episode to my pops, who passed away a few days ago. So episode 77 is for you, pops. Dennis Tommy Funches, aka ONEWAY. It's for you. So we're going to go ahead and get it in. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Old Heads, episode 77. I'm going to go ahead and let these brothers introduce themselves. Let's get it in. You did.
Bills, Old Head, let's get it.
Call, man. Y'all already know me. Hendo G, man, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. Mr. Honeypack himself.
Mr. Honeypack. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get it in, man. If y'all don't know, that's how we always start the episode. We got our new segment, Hendo's Hot Take. What's the hot take for today, Hendo?
Yeah, man. I hate to put my man on blast, man, but Giddy, you got to figure your life out, man. There's been allegations of Giddy out here with videos and comments and sexual acts with an underage girl. Under mine, what I've seen so far is that, it was all consensual. It wasn't nothing like he was stalking or taking, but the fact that I know for a fact that the NFL, the NBA, the MLB all have these classes where rookies could come in and learn money management, and they can learn about women that could use them as potential prey, you know what I'm saying, predators preying on them because of their money and stuff, and the youth, the young mind and stuff. So there's classes. There ain't no way in hell I'm going to be dating a girl for the extended time and not know her age. I'm seeing some type of ID. I'm asking you to go grab some liquor, meet me at the club, some cigars, and just to see. I don't hear smoke. I'm like, man, just go grab me some Dutchess real quick. Just something. I'm looking for tattoos and body piercings. You if you're not passing this, it's just hard. But under my understanding, the man was a virgin, and any young person, being active like that. Remember when it was like their first time to do it. It could be a fog over his eyes, so he might not have been making the right decisions. But my whole thing is, I don't think dude is totally at fault. I think we really got to look at both sides. I think he stands to lose the most out of it, because he can lose a whole career over this, because no team. But he hasn't been charged with nothing, and we're not really talking about it enough, I don't think. I watched Ja Morant get a picture of a gun, and we talked about that for 7 months. But I don't think we bringing up enough facts. We got to get this out here for the good and bad of it, because it could be some more on his side where he could have been the prey. He could be a victim in all this low key, and we might be looking at a different angle. But I don't think we discussing enough right now, and I haven't seen. I felt like if it had been any other person of any type of ethnic color or something, this has been all front page news, papers, everything. I just think it's kind of just now surfacing, and it's kind of weird to me.
We're going to have to wait for those details to come out, because I'm very interested to see where he met this girl. What the hell? How were they interacting? What were they doing?
Where y'all even go?
A lot of times you can tell a kid.
But there's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's
what
things.
Kind of backpack she had.
But there's things that you can always tell too. Like, we always going to my house.
Backpacks.
Why we always going to my house? We can't go to your house.
What shoes is she wearing? She had the tall, whatever the end of the case was. I mean, I'm trying to figure out, what was she dressed like?
Motherfuckers still got Hello Kitty socks and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Something had to be weird. You had on some funny panties or something, like you had some kid drawers on or something.
But then we get
turn you off about something.
Then we get to the emotions where, like,
1 second, y'all. 1 second. But what you were saying? What type of shoes you got?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, man. Like, cause actually, honestly, I feel sorry for the kid. Part of me is like, I don't know what it's like to be a virgin that old. He grown and he a virgin. You know what I'm saying? He obviously ain't no dude like us. I'm just saying, like, I feel sorry for the kid, because we can't relate to being a virgin that old. You know what I'm saying? And
true, but that's something I kind of half-ass honor, though.
Everything that we can say that we should know better about, Because it's us. Well, it's us. That's why we wouldn't be in that position like that. It's
Right,
like,
but you can't be blind to the eye for that long though, neither. And especially when they have things put into play for you. You know, for success like that, it's like, bro, I don't understand how he got caught like that. Like none of the guys, none of your friends are like, dog, you want to check her background real quick, man. I seen a motherfucker. Like just some, bro. I just don't understand.
You just told them all, nah, I'm straight. We good.
Oh, me and Shorty just heading out. We don't even know. Like who? Oh,
how long was that shit going on for?
They said for months.
We
Right.
got a busy schedule. How many times they interact in months? I know some motherfuckers a whole bunch of months and seen their ass 3 times my whole life.
But let's also talk about how other people can take pictures of you and put you in bad situations. It wasn't like he was taking these photos. She was doing this stuff. And that's why I always tell you, you gotta watch out for shit. I know that shit was covered in them classes that they took, because they tell you about social media shit. They do. They even said it about John Moran. They's like, man, we took social media classes. They tell you what not to post and everything.
That she lied. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say there was a lie committed. All right, you hoe ass nigga. I wouldn't say it was a lie committed, but like the same as not telling me is the same as lying though. You know what I'm saying? If I don't tell you what's going on, it's not like we doing it.
You don't tell me. You just don't tell me.
A live omission.
Yep.
And all of that shit is cool. We talking about I ate your sucker or
and
the Tootsie Roll.
And then you think about it.
If we talking about something illegal, goddamn it, and you ain't telling me some shit, nigga, you bogus. You got the strap in the trunk,
certain
nigga.
States,
dirty as hell.
Certain states is different.
We pulled over.
For instance,
I'm disappointed in you.
We just got done going through the Karl Malone shit.
Wait, what? I'm lost.
You know what I'm saying? Karl Malone had a baby with a 13-year-old girl in Salt Lake City.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that.
We just now getting over this.
Yeah,
and then something like this pop up. Now, I look at Karl Malone's situation a little different, but I have to look at it in the same regards as I look at this type of situation too.
Oh, Karl was horrible. But at the same point in time, he so happened to benefit from, you know what I'm saying, being in a time where there wasn't so much social media.
States too.
Cameras.
Certain states are different.
Yeah, just back then, it was just a
saying.
different time.
Where they at?
It's just a different time.
Hey, look, check it out, right? When we talk about shit like that, you gotta think about how time has changed and how we've progressed. Think about Elvis. Yeah. Elvis married to a kid. A
child. But see, that was like 60s, 70s. This was like 90s, 80s with Karl Malone, and that's still different. When I go state to state, because each state's different. In South Carolina, you can go marry a 15-year-old girl. That's perfectly cool. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, like, just
that's another thing. He ain't from here, is he?
He ain't from here.
He from Australia. Giddy.
That's what I thought.
Josh Giddy from Australia.
That's what I thought the loophole was going to be. Well, over there, you know what I'm saying? Technically it's okay, but it seems that's not the issue.
Generationally, all right, so us as men, when we speak about that, like we have a cognizant perspective where we look at it and we understand the kind of the pervert connotation, the pedophile connotation of things, whereas back in the day, they didn't look at it in that way. And you could even say, with Elvis, Karl Malone, it was a large gap, but at the same time, and then too, money talk, bullshit walk. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the biggest. That's what it was. Dog got paid. They paid it off. It wasn't none other reason but the last one you said. They paid that off.
Bullshit walk.
Because you know what it is? On those contracts, it's like a secrecy thing, and they either pay for you to be quiet forever and not talk about it, or they put the time limit on it. Be like, you can't talk about this shit for 20 years.
Non-disclosure agreements are and I swear to God, and I was just going through this with a motherfucker. Non-disclosure agreements are different based upon the circumstances. So it's just like a prenup.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just like a prenuptial agreement.
This nigga hat don't match his shirt. I don't trust his words.
I know. I do know one thing people gonna be talking about for 20 years, especially Timberwolves fans. They're currently first place in the West. Can they remain on top of the rest? Nope. Can they remain on top of the West, and can they make the playoffs?
Say that one more time.
Sure.
Absolutely not. They cannot stay on top of the West. Minnesota. I'm just coming around Ant-Man being a perennial all-star now.
Of the West.
I see it. Ant-Man, okay, I see it. I've been seeing what he could do.
I told you, nice.
But he's consistently, you know what I'm saying, proving his point this year. He making a statement. That team, though, they ain't ready to stay on top. Like, what do you consider top? The number one slot? Or
I mean, right now they're number one.
Right. So you said, can they stay at number one?
Yeah. Can they stay at number one?
Absolutely.
And also, will they make the playoffs?
They gonna make the playoff.
Okay.
They gonna make the playoff.
Right now they're 11-4. With legitimate wins over Boston, back-to-back wins against the Warriors and the Sixers.
You say no? That was not bet.
Nuggets Celtics beating the finals. Yeah, that was the bet.
No, nigga. I said
Look
Milwaukee.
Look at your notes.
I'm about to look at my notes.
How you feel about the Timberwolves?
Timberwolves can stay in that number one spot. It's cool because nobody give a fuck about regular season games like that no more. I don't. I'm just saying. I've seen teams, good teams. You said Milwaukee. I said the Celtics. You showed me the wrong thing.
No.
I see good teams.
You said the Nuggets.
Good teams. Yeah, I said Nuggets and the Celtics. That means the West and that's the West team and the East team meeting in the finals.
Look, we said you picked the Nuggets, I picked the Bucks.
Yeah, to win it all.
Yeah.
When I said who was gonna meet there, I said they'd have to beat the Celtics to win it. That's exactly what I said.
And if they no. You said if they meet there, double up, and if they don't meet, the bet is off.
Yeah. No. If my team win, the bet is still on. But
if your team get there,
if they go there, double up. I said if the
Bucks,
Bucks meet, because you said the Bucks is gonna meet them there, and I said the Celtics is. So you said if they meet, double up.
You didn't say anything about.
Anyways,
right.
Timberwolves can stay on top. Timberwolves can stay on top because nobody really. Regular season games is a dime a dozen. They don't really matter as much this year. Motherfuckers is out here just shooting the ball and not playing a whole lot of defense. We'll see the true Timberwolves team come around that all-star stretch at the end. Right after that. That'll tell you that true Timberwolves, what they really looking like, because that's how you're going to see all the rest of the teams get desperate to make them seeds. But they'll make the playoffs smoothly. They have no problem. But doing anything in the playoffs, that's what it is. I see them doing good in the regular season, but I still got to see more of them as a jailed playoff team. That's what I haven't seen out of the Timberwolves team in a very, very long time.
They're going to lose all them games that you talking about.
On the back end?
Yep, they're going to lose all them games.
That's the truth. That's we'll know it's them.
Yeah, they're going to lose all them games. Then they're going to lose to the Bulls. They're going to lose to OKC.
The Bulls.
Sacramento. Orlando. I'm talking about regular season games. Why these motherfuckers going to be in the play-in. They're going to go from number one to the play-in.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think they'll definitely make the playoffs. I think when you look at the Warriors, the Clippers, and the Grizzlies, all made the playoffs last year. I don't think any of us expect them outside of possibly the Warriors, you know what I'm saying, to make the playoffs this year. The Wolves are also doing it on the defensive end, which is not typical of them. But right now, they're number two right now. The Wolves they're number two right now defensively. Now I think once Murray comes back, I think Denver will eventually slide back into that number one spot. And the Suns, who haven't been at full strength for a length of time, I think they also have a chance of being in that number one spot once Beal and all those guys get the gelling. KD, like I said, is having that MVP type season. And that's why I thought he would have one, because I think he'll be that one piece that'll hold it all together while possibly Booker and Beal kind of be out into possibly all-star break. But I think they'll make it because they're doing it on the defensive end. So
I just think we gotta watch out for a whole bunch of young teams that's just they're gonna rack up a couple wins on people. The Rockets, they just beat Denver. I know it's without Murray, but
the Rockets in 7th place right now.
Yeah, well, Charlotte. I think Charlotte just beat Boston, so that kind of discredited a Minnesota win against Boston a little bit. No offense to Charlotte, but they ain't there yet. They ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? He's got a couple of stars that can play.
I think getting a little bit ahead, but since we are already there, who is y'all biggest surprise so far in the NBA season? Who want to speak on that? You want to speak on that, though?
I'd probably say
biggest player.
I'd probably say Chet right now. Chet finally living up to them shoes that we thought he could do if he got into the NBA. And I'm finally seeing him put it together, healthy too. Because everything last year we was like, dog, we got to see him get into that frame a little better. Mm-hmm. Well, that injury might have been a blessing because dog looks. he looks top notch, and he looks like he's just getting better each game.
Yeah, I'm not sure
They
he's
got
going
him
to be this good
winning
last
Rookie
year.
of the Year.
Yeah,
Yeah, this year he looked ready.
he definitely up there. If it's not him or Victor or something, it's probably gonna be. He looking real nice, man. And
I hate to
I'm
compare him to Blake Griffin because to me he's way better than Blake Griffin. But Blake had that year, that first year to really get ready, acclimate to the game, go to all the games, be on time. You know what I'm saying? Go to all of the workouts and all of this shit, being around a team for a whole year. Then start practicing with people. We had the benefit of Chris Paul to help him. You know what I'm saying? Kind of getting to the swing of shit. Like, he was ready. His rookie year, he was ready. And sometimes being hurt is a blessing.
You never liked Blake. I like Blake. He played.
He just didn't have a big enough bag for me. He was the most.
No,
he was talented.
He's
He's one of the talented, most talented power forwards to ever come in the game. But he's just
he
didn't have a bag.
His best season was actually that All-Star season in Detroit.
That boy started
When he finally
tap
started
dancing
putting it all
like
together.
Fred Astaire. If you get that boy the ball in the post,
Yeah,
Fred Astaire.
he's a Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire. This boy gonna just start tap dancing. It ain't no deliberate movement, go turn or nothing. He just doing all of this shit, man. I can't stand watching that dude play in the post, man. He developed. I give him a lot of props. He developed a jump shot, a spot up jump shot, and all of that. Still wasn't consistent. Tried it too much. Tried to play too much like a damn guard when he's actually of size of a big man and he's strong enough. So it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you actually got the size and the muscle to play the position that you built for. You keep trying to play guard. You got a little bit of handle with it. Yeah, man. You got a little bit of handle with it or whatever. I see that.
Yeah,
But what you need to be good at is this to stay on the floor.
exactly.
And you ain't even trying to do that.
Exactly.
You getting too many passes. I'm good on fine. My biggest surprise of the season is Halliburton. That boy here.
Yeah.
He ready. He ready now. We already knew he could play, but yeah, it's his time now.
Yeah,
We're going to see highlights of him every night.
Yeah, he all NBA. They got a nice team over there. Him, Benedict, Miles Turner finally starting to get the respect he deserved, being an elite defender, and I can shoot that thing too.
He a free agent this year.
Yeah, I think it's either this year or next year.
I think it's this year.
I said they should have traded him a year ago, straight up for AD. They
Yeah.
looked at me crazy. Shot block, he's always up there at the shot block.
No, they could have because they could have kept AD. They was talking about getting him Hill.
Yep.
Get him in Hill.
Put him up. Yep.
That would have helped them tremendously,
Yeah.
especially against the Nuggets.
Yep. Because AD don't want to play center.
No, he doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he doesn't. Like Bo.
Yeah.
They made a good point. They say Bo, no matter his size, they say when he screen, he always gonna pop.
Yeah.
He's never gonna roll. He's always gonna pop.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. But
Shit.
so you said Halliburton, and you said
Some big surprise. Chet.
Chet Holmgren.
Chet Holmgren.
Yup.
I think I had to go with Cam Thomas of the Brooklyn Nets. Last season he had a 4-game stretch of 40 plus. Then the last game of the season, people forget he scored 46, and that's transferred right into this season. He's 12th in scoring at 26.9, better than some stars you think about. Trae Young, Kyrie, LeBron, Ant-Man, Paul George. He's scoring more than all those guys. And I think the interesting thing is that he's doing it pretty much without another superstar. I mean, outside of him and Bridges, there's really no one else there. Now, if Ben Simmons could ever be half the player he used to be, that Brooklyn team could be fun. They could be fun to watch. I mean, because Cam Thomas can flat out fill it up. 6'4", strong. He can shoot it, get to the rack. Fun player, man.
Ben will never be the same. I seen him playing with energy this year. He ain't playing with that level. He made a comment while he was at LSU. I forget what the question asked to him. He said something like, he just think he the best. The confidence level, the arrogance that was in his mind at that time that he came to the NBA with, it's gone. It's not there anymore. That I'm not sure if you ever get that back. That level of arrogance. He thought he was better than everybody. Niggas in the league, all that. He thought he knew he was coming and making an immediate impact. He thought he was better than people. You know what I'm saying? He ain't sure-footed, man. You see his game, man. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice to get him back, but I doubt it. All right, bro.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, man. We're gonna hold off on that before we get to it. Let's talk about Scoop. Portland, you think they did the right thing by letting Dame walk and bring Scoop in? Right now, he did get dropped down. I believe he got hurt. Then he got dropped down to the G League for conditioning which is where he came from, was the G League. How do y'all feel about that? You think they did the right thing?
They completely fucked that up. What you do is, now Pete, this is what you do when you the G and you the team.
Tell us how you really feel.
They completely fucked that all up. Now what you do
Tell
is,
us how you really feel.
their squad was trash, right? Their squad was trash. So with Dame, Dame wasn't even
they had
playing.
pieces though. I like Jeremy Grant.
But the light skinned dude, Simmons, Anthony Simmons,
Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp.
he wasn't playing. He was hurt a little bit last year.
Yep.
And Dame wasn't playing. They said he was hurt last year. They just didn't want to get him hurt, so they could still trade him. But they didn't. They was flubbing. They was fumbling the ball the whole damn time. What you do is, while they out, your team is trash. They're losing all these games. You make the trade late in the season for Dame. That way, you get some assets on the team, a draft pick. Plus, you know what I'm saying. You can fuck around and get your man just went to the D League, another draft pick, and plus have one or two other vets to go along with. You know what I'm saying? Your man Jeremy Grant. Yep. Now that rounds out the team. Now that you got what's the name, Chauncey Billups coaching.
Got Harden probably.
Yep. You could have got major pieces that they weren't. There's a lot of guys in this league. Like they got beat to Porzingis. He got picked up this offseason. Yep. They got beat to him. It's guys like Tim Hardaway that's straight professionals out here that's good at their damn job. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Guys like that who will hustle on defense too. Like. There are a whole bunch of vet guys you can change your locker room with. They don't have to be major pieces, but they are great at what they do on the floor. So once you bring in Chauncey Billups with a real plan, you got a core of a team of guys that's not all the star, but they can hold it down if any star is gone and still win a couple games. You know what I'm saying? You got two chances stars with the scoop dude and another draft pick you probably would have got if you'd have traded Dame instead of letting him walk out the door. They fucked it all up.
Gotcha. How you feel about that?
I feel like Portland probably fumbled the bag with the Dame trade. They could have got a little bit more options out of that. I mean, I still look at what Miami was willing to offer them to get them, you know what I'm saying? And for some reason, they were very hesitant to do any trades and stuff, any work with Miami and Pat Riley. I don't know why, but they were just, I felt like they could have got more with that trade personally than what they got. I mean, I do like the pieces they acquired because Grant Williams is the dog. Anthony Simmons, dude, I like Dog's game. I've always had, but it's just they need a leader over there right now, and they ain't got no leader.
He's probably the third. He's probably the third option on a championship team.
Yeah.
Third, maybe fourth option.
But as far as Scoot go, I think they did right with Scoot. Sometimes you got to see, like, I always tell people, like, when you're making that transition from that G League or college or European League into the NBA, it has to be a gradual. It's not just going to come, because sometimes motherfuckers can get out there and be a deer in headlights and just be stuck, and the game moves so fast. Sometimes you got to let these guys, literally let them get to their college body, their grown man bodies, and sometimes I like the G League because now they can give you an opportunity to do stuff like that and still be on a team. But I see a lot of quality players still out there on some of them G teams, even though they working through might be game time issues as far as game speed or just getting through some of the injuries but still staying conditioned. Because I don't know how I get an ankle injury in the NBA and then I get bumped down to the G League. Well, so it has to be a game. You know what I'm saying? Conditioning, yeah, but it got to be game. These niggas ain't coming in slouches.
No, it's absolutely has nothing to do with conditioning. If you've seen Scoot, he's in phenomenal shape. I think that's one thing everybody talked about was he already had an NBA ready body. Yeah. I think the big did they do the wrong thing by letting Dame go? No, because this isn't a winning organization. I think they did the right thing by sending him to a winner. He's done everything that he can. Now I would say possibly what they possibly could have went wrong is by taking Scoot. He's averaging 8 points right now. This is why he's getting sent to the G League. He's averaging 8 points on 32% shooting, 8% from the 3-point line. I think shooting is absolutely something that can be improved upon, but that's something that takes years. And because of how athletic he is, I think he's almost gotten away with being so athletic and being able to just get by people. To now that when you get to the NBA, everybody's just as fast. Everybody can jump just as high. To where you have to have that jump shot. You have to. And that's when you look at Gary Payton. That's really what separated Gary Payton with his rookie year. Everybody was like, "It's just because people forget he went number 2," and they was like, "Man, like, is he really the guy?" And Magic Johnson said he always talked, but when he came into that second year, he could talk now and hit that 20-foot jump shot. Now that opens everything up. Now you gotta respect. Now you gotta respect the midi, because now he's 6'4". Okay, cool. You gonna take that away? I'm 6'4". I'm just gonna take you to the rack. Unless you Magic Johnson, I'm gonna abuse you down here. You know what I'm saying? Then he had a low post game. So I think that's some. But I think some shooting, or he could be another Emmanuel Mudiay. A guy who was a high draft pick, you know what I'm saying, who never fully developed a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? Is the skill there? Absolutely. The only thing that worries me is his shooting, and then on top of that, he's averaging 3.8 turnovers per game. So he doesn't necessarily know. Right now, he's a Ferrari stuck in third gear. Yeah. He's just crashing into shit. He doesn't necessarily know how to take it back to first gear. Everything is just vroom, vroom, vroom. You know what I'm saying? Get to point A to point down. Yeah, I mean, he already did well in the G League.
Yeah, but that was just not a affiliated type G League. This is actually under the team. I think under this, because all they do is they just beat them plays down. The assistant coach runs that shit, and they just beat them plays down until you get the plays and the game speed back. So that's all that is. I've seen guys go through that.
Yeah, I mean, I wish him well, bro.
I think he's gonna be like one of those come back late in the season, kind of put up some numbers, get a last little bit of game, and then I think he's gonna really be working on his craft. And obviously, I think next year is gonna be his better year.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Better year.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully so. Now switching things to football a little bit. Thoughts on the Bears losing to the Lions? Who's to blame? Who wants to start with that?
I got a quick one. Yeah. It's all because you gonna break it down. I just always blame the play caller. I do, because if you got a lead, I don't know how the hell you giving that shit up. We rarely even have one, so I guess you don't know how to play with a lead. But same point in time, how the hell you just get? You gotta play a certain way. You gotta fall back and run the time off the clock, but you gotta stay aggressive.
Oh, we did. We just gotta stay aggressive.
But you gotta stay aggressive. You gotta do them both. You can't be too aggressive like the Atlanta Falcons against New England in the Super Bowl. Well, these motherfuckers threw the ball out of goddamn time and just kept stopping the clock. But same point in time, though, you got to take some shots. You know what I'm saying? If they know you running right up the goddamn middle again, you may as well just hand them the damn ball back and you just playing field position. So,
if I'm my piggyback, because I know you're gonna have a lot to say.
Yeah, you gonna kill it.
I gave the blame to pretty much to three people. I gave most of the blame to Coach Eberflus for the play calling. And this isn't just the first time. People forget we were up 28-3 to Denver and lost. With good coaches, that just doesn't happen. I don't think that happens with a Sean Payton. I don't think that happens with
a team that was struggling with the way they were struggling at the time.
I don't.
They
think
saved their season with a win against them.
Yeah, regardless of personnel, I don't think that happens. I would say the other, 25%, I would say, is the O-line for allowing Hutchinson to get in there for that key strip sack. They have been playing well, but like you can't allow that to happen in that time. And then I will also, the rest of the blame, I would have to say I have to blame Fields. He seems to have an issue with turning the ball over in key situations. And I watched that play at least 10 times today, and he was completely like oblivious to that player. And I understand like he might have some issues like line breaking down, but you have to know as a quarterback to get that ball out of your hands. You know what I'm saying? Or at least tuck it, you know, and that seems to be seems to have that issue with turning it over at the wrong time. And it's not all his fault, but that's something that he has to clean up moving forward. But yeah, that's how I felt about that. How you feel about him though?
We don't play to win. We play for field goals. We go all these points down here, and then we play for field goals instead of touchdowns. We go for 28-yard throws instead of going for 2 4-yard plays and stuff like that to get first downs. And I just don't get the play calling. I just don't get it. The first drives look beautiful. And then we do not duplicate that shit no more for the rest of the fucking game. The first drive looked immaculate.
Perfect. It's like, okay, you're playing to his strengths.
Right. And then you don't see them do that the rest of the game. I'm just convinced that Eberflus is just holding down a spot until until we get Harbaugh. He just looked like he holding down the spot, making see the seat worm, heating up the coffee, the cinnamon rolls and shit. Just for enough. That's what it feels like. Because there's no way in hell you can tell me that you just can't at some point redo the thing you do. Open up I know teams make adjustments. But man, you just went real stagnant, and I'm so sick of this offensive scheme getting so stagnant now. And then we play like this prevent over defense, and we give everybody under. That's cool if you got guys that are hitting and stripping the ball, but these guys is barely making the tackle. And these motherfuckers, next time we look up, we done gave up the under, he done caught it, he done beat 2 defenders, and now he done made 15 yards off this motherfucker.
Not to cut you off, they call it that bend but don't break.
Yeah, but you can't do that on. That's cool when you get the back against the end zone.
No, I
but that it just
you don't do that. Steelers, you know what they got? Watt.
That was my point.
Right.
That was my. You can do that when
you
you
can
have
do that,
elite,
but you got
have elite players.
Yeah. But you don't got to run that type of the defense. You got to run a lot more man and get these guys going because we're getting Kilton zones and then we get people out here that we know should be doing better, i.e. Eddie Jackson. Sometimes when I feel like he could be doing just a little bit better, I'm not asking for just a little bit better on some of these because he be getting his ass cooked too, but. This is a game that was an easily winnable game by us, and we fumbled it bad because we held the position, we had double the time of the ball possession, we had all the points. The only thing is, instead of going out in these drives and trying to play for touchdowns, we tried to settle for field goals, and they were scoring, and then we get real stagnant on offense, and we run dumbass plays on 3rd and 9 and stuff like that, and we have to puck the ball a lot. I shouldn't see this punter's name as much as I do, but I see this motherfucker a lot. Because of these stag-ass plays that I don't understand.
We do got a good kicker, though.
Yes, he's decent.
We got Santos. I like Santos.
He's great. He's literally 17 for 18 on the year, something like that. He's only missed 1 field goal, and I watched that shit.
I like Santos a lot.
But I shouldn't see this punter this much.
He got a lot of practice. He should be good.
Oh, he's probably got the most kicks.
Yeah.
Shit.
After that first drive, I was seriously sitting there thinking like if we can get this the rest of the season, and if he could stay healthy, give me Marvin and give me
that O-lineman.
Yeah, we just gonna say O-lineman because I don't want to butcher.
Yep, I don't want to butcher his name. I've already done it twice.
Yeah, from Penn State. Give me Penn State.
Well, okay, and that comes down to what we discussed too, because if the Cardinals slide in there, or if New England. They're gonna be looking for 2 different things, all right?
It all depends.
In the draft scenarios, all right.
Right.
If somebody, all right, if New England go up there, New England might not be looking. They might not be looking for a receiver. They might want a quarterback, which fits it. But say the Cardinals come in there and they're like, shit, we want Harrison Jr. They get him. They said the best option was to take our second pick, trade that bitch down. And get 2 or 3 more picks because then we can just get the same. I mean, we're getting those guys as picks. So if we trade with like somebody that's right there, we gonna get their pick. That's gonna be right in the top 10, and then another pick right outside that top 10. And it makes sense to make room to get pieces like them old linemen and then some of them little edge rushers and stuff that a lot of people be talking about that we could be utilizing other than here. Trust me, I want Marvin Harrison Jr. bad. But if we fuck around, don't get him.
Neighbors could be just as good. Out of LSU, he's really good too. And those LSU wide receivers have been pretty good when you look at Chase and isn't Jefferson out of LSU as well? Pretty sure Jefferson's out of LSU as well.
I think he is.
Neighbors is really good.
Yeah, I know you're throwing the 2 of them motherfuckers.
But it makes sense. It'll make a lot of sense.
While we're talking about the Bears. Name 3 teams Justin Fields can go to next year and play well for.
Gotcha.
So we'll each name 1 team and then we'll go. So who wants to kick it off? You want to name a team?
Washington Commanders.
Okay.
I don't think
That'd be better.
I don't think they're gonna move out Sam Howell though.
I don't think this is gonna happen, but
Sam Howell.
It's his teams that
Sam Howell's nice, bro.
I believe at one point he might be leading the league in yards.
Bro, he's nice, bro. I've watched him pull out the whole bag, bro. If they can just get him some pieces around him,
I like they play caller. I mean, I'm gonna give it up a little bit for Bieniemy on that level, and I'm gonna say that maybe Justin will be way better there because of Bieniemy.
Gotcha.
So that's why I said there. Good OC, that's what he always needed. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can really dial it up for him. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I still Washington. It's my third pick.
What would you say?
Rams.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
They definitely need a quarterback. McVay would know what the fuck to do with him.
I did not think of that.
I didn't think of that shit either.
That was a
But
great call. That's a great call. I've been saying it for a few weeks. Atlanta have a top 10 O-line and a very weak division. I think he will automatically be the best quarterback in that division. I think he'll be fighting with Derek Carr. With all those other weapons, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Washington, putting Fields in a dome in Atlanta, being a black quarterback, I think that'll be a lot of fun. And Atlanta's always been one of those organizations that's kind of geared around offense. You know, I think that will be. I think putting him in that spot will be a lot of fun.
Okay, my second pick is the exact opposite reason to yours. I'm gonna go to Pittsburgh Steelers because they got plenty defense. So even if this dude went out there and stunk up the joint, he can probably still be winning games with Mike Tomlin.
That's a good point.
I'm just saying, he don't even have to be great there. And most likely he will be better. You know what I'm saying?
I think he'll be better.
I'm pretty sure he'd be better, but even
It
if he wasn't.
would all depend on who's at OC though.
True, but did they already get rid of dude? Or they got
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Yeah,
They got rid of him. Second spot, Justin Fields would be successful at.
Cleveland Browns.
They got
That
Deshaun.
defense. They got running backs.
Deshaun don't really look like he might stay there. They're not getting a whole lot of production out of him. He been on and off. He got a lot of stuff. It just looked like this whole year he been struggling. Really, to me, I know they got a winning record right now. I can't put all that on him because they have a stout defense. But if they was somehow not agree with Deshaun because they could get dude for him, they could trade him to somewhere and pick up Fields. They situated. They just need somebody. I think they just need the right quarterback over there.
I don't think nobody would take that contract.
I like Deshaun. I like Deshaun a lot.
Yeah, he ain't showed it though.
He hasn't. But that last game he played, he was starting to look like a dude. I seen him do some shit in Houston.
He was getting his wave
I
back.
wasn't really seeing nobody.
He was getting his wave back.
Man. I seen this motherfucker, man, throw the ball. They needed to score. He was backed up in his own end zone. This motherfucker threw like 3 30-yard fucking strikes, dog. Like, damn near on the rope. I'm talking about with their game on the line. And I just seen the end, so I was wondering how, were you not doing this the whole game or what? But yeah, that shit wasn't luck. No. I never forget that Sunday.
We never questioned. He kind of just lost a step. That's all.
Yeah, that's
well, I feel like Fields is, he ain't seen the best of him yet.
You know how we were just talking about Ben Simmons, what he lost?
Yep.
And he probably can't get it back.
That's
I think
the same
the
with
opposite with this dude. He lost.
Oh, you think he can get that back?
I think he can get it back. I think he was starting to get it back. He a tough dude, man. I don't know. I wouldn't count him out.
We don't play for a year.
I don't
and a half.
think. I don't think he was fully healthy either. I don't think he's been fully healthy all season.
How you been? Nigga, you ain't been doing shit.
Well, nobody's fully healthy. I mean, it's football.
Yeah, but nobody.
Nigga, you ain't played in a year and a half. Nigga, what was you injured from?
They were saying that possibly the staff was saying that.
What do you have, Gatorade thumb?
That there was something wrong with his shoulder, and he could have possibly playing. They don't know how long he been playing like that. But yeah, second spot for me for Justin Fields would be Denver. I have my doubts about Sean Payton, but he's actually changed Russ around. And Denver is now possibly looking at the playoff hunt, with it's wild. So if Sean Payton thinks Fields is the man, he's proven he can win with any style of quarterback, from Drew Brees, Jameis Winston, even Taysom Hill.
Just talking about firing cats, man.
Even Taysom Hill.
Just firing good, decent quarterbacks. Just get rid of Deshaun with the biggest contract in NFL quarterback history. Get rid of the champion.
I just don't get that vibe. I mean, I know they having these little good ups and downs right now, but I feel like Justin from out there, he went to Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? The rally behind him would be a little different. Yeah. I was actually in Cleveland when I seen Justin Fields have his first start, and they was like, man, we love this kid. Even though we seen him against y'all today, we still love him. It's a different rally with dude out there.
That's a good point.
Third spot, you think you can go?
Third spot, man, I'm going to say the Saints, man.
Damn.
They got a good defense, a weak division. They got Kamara running back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Saints just because of that. Like, I got an honorable mention too, but
I got a piggyback. I said the Saints as well. I think for starters, I would love to see Fields in the dome. I think he would benefit from that. Also, Kamara being there, you got a running game, and the Saints has always kind of been that issue ever since Drew Brees is they just need a quarterback. Even their defense is they've had really good defenses. You know, it's just been, you know, we need a quarterback. Kamara looks like he still has plenty of tread left on the tires. And it will be a team. To me, I would love to see him and Olave team back up. I think that would be fun to see, being former OU players. The 2 seasons, the 2 seasons at Ohio State, that was actually Justin Fields' favorite target. Over those 2 seasons, Chris Olave had 1,500 yards with 19 touchdowns.
damn.
Over 2 seasons. So I think him teaming back up with Olave. That seems to work out well. Justin Chase with Burrow, so you never know, man. So I would like to see that. Final spot, Hendo. Justin Fields could go.
Tennessee Titans.
That's
thought about
exactly
that.
that was my honorable mention. That was definitely my honorable mention.
Somehow Tennessee Titans stay getting receivers, but nobody really to throw to them.
No one's throwing them the ball.
And they probably got one of the best premier running backs in the game when he feel like running. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was him, I wouldn't feel like running for these niggas right now because they're not contention. But when he is in contention, one of the best. Can't say shit about Derrick Henry.
I feel sorry for that coach. Vrabel,
Yeah, I
he
mean,
be trying, dog. He be
Hey.
Hey, you definitely be trying.
trying. He be trying, dog.
Somebody else who be trying is the LeBron stands talking about he better than Pops, but that's a different story. That's on my LeBron on my chest. LeBron is the first player to reach 39,000 points. But where does he rank all time amongst the most skilled scorers of all time?
Like as a player or as far as scoring?
As a player.
skilled scorers.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
I thought
gotta
you were
look
talking
at.
about as a score.
So you gotta look at like
So,
Iverson's a skilled scorer, Kareem's a skilled
No,
scorer.
he's talking about
but-
as far as players.
as a player, where is he ranked as far as skill wise?
Oh, as far as
Offensive skill.
Like how
okay,
big
got
is
you,
his
okay,
bag
got
type
you,
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah,
exactly.
I got you.
Like both any of us will say LeBron's a better player than Kyrie, but I think it's pretty much universal. People
Kyrie
say
got a bigger bag.
Kyrie he's a more skilled offensive
guaranteed.
player.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't think about that.
I gotta put him in like my top 15 because I know it was so many skilled players to me in my eyes, growing up. Because I gotta think of like niggas like Pistol Pete, and then I'll even put Kevin McHale in that motherfucker to me because dog was crazy with some of the stuff they was doing. Then you got Bird, another skilled player, and then you got Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just off what they can do, just skill wise, Tim Duncan, Weber. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers had bags. Like I gotta really think
You
about it.
falling
Like
way down on my list now. I was thinking, I don't know.
he in
what I
my
was
top
thinking.
15 because I feel like LeBron has, to me, in my eyes, he has 4 iconic moves. Okay, and I kind of look at it like that. He has this little turnaround fadeaway, right?
Just got that 2-3 years ago.
No, it's more consistent now. He was shooting it ever since. It's more consistent.
Yeah, he been shooting it, but yeah.
He got the bully ball charge, where he's take that dribble out, head back in that motherfucker, full speed, right? He can dunk from anywhere on the court. He can catch flight. Even still now, he can still catch flight. So I look at that like that too, because he can dunk from damn near any type of dunk to me. He can do. So yeah, but it's just like the dribbling, and I'm thinking about like. Then how deep is his 3? Because he can shoot a deep 3 ball, but it's not consistent. Where I'm looking like that's he gotta be in my top 15 just to be respectful.
He just falling way down the list now that you mentioned Kyrie and the way you broke it down. I'm sorry, because Kyrie now, if we talking about having a bigger bag, Kyrie definitely has a bigger bag.
Yeah, as far as like how you get to your shot create,
How
like
many different shots you taking that you can make? Oh man, hold on. LeBron is better. Free throws, 3-pointers, and I heard Dennis Rodman say himself he ain't got no moves. He really don't. He said it'd be easy as hell to guard LeBron. He said he ain't got no moves. And I thought about that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I really thought about that. He said it's just, I
thought about
that,
the same. I seen the same thing. I was like,
he doesn't have a whole bunch of moves.
But you can't stop him when he charges in.
Because he's the best driver of the basketball in the NBA.
Best percentage for 3-point line also this year.
Yep.
At 41%.
Yep. But that's the beginning of the year. He's got off to a good start.
If he keeps doing it, it'll only be the second time.
It won't be because he's gonna get trigger happy again. The thing is, he can shoot it better
than
nowadays.
You gotta look at, like, I hate to put it, but look at Harden.
6 of them.
But look at Harden.
And that's good because he was. If you go check it out last year, if I'm just guessing, he was shooting at least 8 of them a game.
Close. The year before he was shooting 8. Last year he was shooting 7, and then this year he's shooting 5.8. Which is basically 6. Last year was 6.9, which is basically 7.
Yeah, 6.9, 7. Yeah, because he was just taking too many of them threes that he was missing. And it's nice that he got to a good start. But same point in time, he's not a great 3-point shooter. 40% from 3 will not last the entire year with him, and we all know that. I'm gonna have to put this dude maybe like out of respect for him, I'm gonna give him top 20. Just because he's the leading scorer in NBA history, I cannot go crazy past 20. I should say 19 to not even put him in the 20s because it's a little disrespectful.
19.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say 19. Okay. But niggas had big ass.
Where'd you rank him?
Like 15. Top 15.
Top 15. I think I won with I won right inside top 10. I think I went at 9, maybe even 8. I had Bean, of course, R.I.P. KD, then of course Pops, Dirk, T-Mac, who was basically Bean. He's just 2 inches taller. Then you got Melo. Then of course Curry, Wardell, and then Kyrie, and then I had LeBron. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You ain't putting him or Kareem in there or Magic?
Who? Grant Hill?
Yeah.
No. My metric. I'm just
not even Harden though.
Not really. I mean, because if you talk about Harden, pretty much got a step back. You know what I'm saying? I mean the way
I guess.
I mean the way I judged it when I looked at like as far as like when I ranked them as skilled, I had to take into account of how much you scored. Right?
Even Luka though?
No, because Luka hasn't scored nowhere near the amount of points.
I'm just talking about just
like Curry, or like because it's not just like scoring. Like it has to be scoring, and for how long do you?
I'm about to say it can't just be scoring though, because Moses Malone ain't have a big bag though, but he 9th on the all-time list still,
right?
And he didn't even have a long career.
No,
he should be mentioned way more.
No, I told we could talk about that underrated players, but no, I get that. But I was just saying when I viewed it as how much did they score, and then when I started taking that into account, I took into account a guy like Moses Malone. Yes, he scored a lot of points,
right?
But LeBron has a deeper bag. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. The same thing with like a Kyrie. I mean, a Melo. You know what I'm saying? LeBron scored more points. You know what I'm saying? Melo scored a shit ton of points himself.
Yeah. Well, but like Larry, though, that's why I be having that distinct with Larry, because Larry got a deep bag.
Larry has a deep bag, but Larry hasn't scored the amount of points.
See, but that's the whole thing, though. When he didn't play, his career got cut short because of the bag.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to average it out for a certain amount.
That's why I kind of bounced in there, because I'm looking at like, if Larry was playing nowadays where the green light on, it was different, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like bag, dog could score anyway, and then not only that, but tell you what he was going to do. Like, bro, the bag don't get no deeper than that, though.
I'm trying to tell you, Larry Bird is definitely above LeBron James to me when it comes to going to your bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? You making all types of shots. Clutch ones and every type of,
No, dog, like you said, we ain't coming out the warm-ups.
Yeah.
He ain't coming out the warm-ups, nigga. He in the warm-ups shooting left-handed on niggas, bro. I don't know a nigga.
We got 3 different opinions, so top 20.
I gotta say, I give top 30.
Oh wow.
I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it
how
real.
You giving it?
Man, listen, I can start naming motherfuckers because a lot of people
got a
ain't
deeper
getting
bag
credit.
than Bernard.
But see what I'm saying?
That's I don't feel
See what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
These motherfuckers looked at the court. He said the court is like agreed.
Nigga.
Man, you ain't heard nobody talk about basketball like Bernard King. He said it's a grid. I can get this amount of shots from here, this amount of shots from here, this amount of shots all over this motherfucker.
Who did analytic by himself?
No, before analytics, this nigga had shot charts of himself. This nigga, man, come on, man. Niggas ain't talking basketball like Bernard motherfucking King. This nigga's bag was unbelievable. He was unstoppable.
So LeBron top 30. And as far as skilled offensive players of all time.
Skilled offensive players of all
15.
time.
I'm standing at 15 with it, man.
I gotta say top 10 just off the sheer strength of the amount of points he had. And when you start looking at guys, you can say Clyde and this and that, but LeBron does. He has done a lot on the court. His jump shot isn't consistent. When he goes from 40 to 50, that's when the middies hit, and that's when the three ball is hit.
I know Simmons with a deeper bag scoring wise than him.
Well,
Chill out, dog.
Joker, offensively, is a better player. His bag is deeper to me than motherfucking LeBron James. Only thing he can't do, he ain't fast, and
I don't know if he's a better passer than LeBron.
Who, Joker?
The whole thing is, if LeBron's a better passer, it's not by that much though. Joker is pretty much up there too.
I wouldn't say it's by that much.
But then I get Joker the edge rebounding.
Yeah.
But we talking about offensively though, just offensively with the ball.
Yeah,
how much damage you can do.
He's a problem.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah.
He's definitely debatable.
Yeah, it's debatable.
I mean, shit. I don't want to go there with just. But if we just talking about scoring,
I'm still
I
talking
like
about Tim Duncan, nigga. This nigga, Mr. Fundamental. You don't get the name doing. This motherfucker has spots on the floor. He'd dribble and just shoot, and just wouldn't even lead the flow. Do hook shots. Hey. Next time you come down, put your left leg right there and shoot the hook. That's what he would tell the other motherfuckers. He's like, that was a good shot. He'd tap him on there. He'd be like, yeah. He'd like, this nigga telling me how to get better during the game. Like, boy, he played. He tell you like, yeah. Next time, throw your shoulder a little bit in and go with the right. He was telling motherfuckers this. Tim Duncan's something different.
So we counting assists too in the offensive package.
Are you going too deep into your bag now?
Yeah, that's a lot of bag right there. I was just going with just the, you know what I'm saying, getting buckets.
I was just thinking buckets.
Okay, because you said LeBron with the assist over Joker, and I was thinking, hold on, I thought we was just getting buckets. Joker getting buckets down in the post. Mid-range turnaround niggas, light niggas up from three, way better than LeBron. Shooting the free throws, way better than LeBron.
None of that.
LeBron is just faster. He can dribble.
Why
better.
didn't say Brandon Wright? No, I'm fucking with.
Moving right along, man. Final set. Well, not final, but one of our last to final segment. The 5 most underrated players in the NBA today. Excuse me, in the NBA of all time. At number 5 for me, I had to go with the Chi-Town native, man. Doesn't get any respect. No one talks about him. You young kids need to learn about him. Terry Cummins, 2-time All-Star, over 7 seasons, averaging over 20 points per game in the league, and also Rookie of the Year. DePaul representative, Chi-Town stand-up, Terry Cummins. If you don't know, man, go check him out, man. YouTube him. Terry Cummins for number 5.
Michael Cooper.
Yeah.
When you just talk about a man who knows his role and do it well, shit, it don't get much better. You should be the definition.
You ever heard the story of Michael Cooper?
I ain't being you.
No. When he used to come on the court, all you would hear is this little African kid saying, "Locked up! Won't let me out." Akon just started playing. As soon as he step on the court, because he gonna lock your ass completely up, bro. Long as shit. Long as
gonna shoot some threes on you too.
Yeah. Michael Cooper, that's a great fucking call.
Yeah, it was. I'm glad
I
y'all picked
love
him because I wanted to pick both of them. I had a feeling I had to pick some crazy other niggas because motherfuckers gonna get said more than once. So I picked Bob McAdoo, you know what I'm saying, because that motherfucker was killing. Wow. You know what I'm saying, with the Buffalo Braves.
Yeah.
But
he really don't get as much respect as motherfuckers should, man. Them ABA
He
leagues, bro. It's just some ABA leagues. There's nobody bring that shit up no more. Once they converted.
You know what I'm saying?
MVP.
The nigga averaged 28 and 12, like them first 4 years, and he was MVP of the league that third year. This is all before getting a championship with the Lakers. Wow. So he did everything that you could do.
About Bob, bro? You know
Man,
about
what?
Bob, bro.
You got Silla? Come on, man.
Old
Bob
school
was at the
McAdoo.
news.
Yeah, assistant coach, I believe, still for either Lakers or the Clippers. Bob McAdoo, one of my favorite players.
Clippers.
I always tell people he was KD before KD because he was long and wiry. He was but he was shorter though. He was like 6'9".
That's my next pick. Yeah, I can't.
But who? Number 4 for you, Hendo.
Who was your fourth?
Sam Cassell, 3-time champ, 1-time All-Star, 15 points, 6 assists. Played 15 years in the league.
Who else did he win with besides Houston?
Timberwolves.
Fuck outta here.
Sam Cassell did play for him.
No, he got 3 rings.
He went played over there. It was him,
He
KG.
won with somebody else?
Yeah.
Who?
I'm
I'm
not.
about to say.
He played with the Bucks.
Of course, they did not win when there was that big three.
Trying to think of the teams he all played for with.
He started it, you know what I'm saying? Started in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2 with
Yeah,
Robert
yeah.
Boyd, you know.
Yup, was there then.
Came to the Bucks, never won. Went to Minnesota, never won.
He probably was on the bench when he won them last ones with somebody probably.
I don't remember that nigga getting the
Talking about
ring.
we went deep with the Clippers looking at us.
You
Oh,
stupid as hell.
Shit, I know I got number 4. George Gervin, Iceman.
Yep,
Like
definitely
I said,
on my list.
he one of those guys that just don't get talked about enough and shit because of them ABA to NBA conversions and stuff. But
Ain't
dog
no
was
3-point line neither.
Man,
Because he was shooting that thing. This nigga was
averaging 14. Back then, that was that's a stat.
No, you talking about his whole career.
Celtics.
He was lighting the fuck.
No, he averaged 20,
Celtics.
26 overall.
I'm sorry to cut you.
Oh yeah, yep, sure did.
Yep.
Paul Pierce and them.
Yep, because Cassell's a former
Yep.
point guard who won a ring
Coming off
with
the
the
bench.
revered 2008 Celtics team.
Ray Allen,
Oh,
KG,
wow.
he was on that. I told you he was coming off the bench
Oh, wow, okay.
Celtics.
That makes
My
sense.
fault, y'all.
under the
Just
Jason
doing a
Terry.
little
Yeah.
research. Stupid as hell.
Jason Terry was killing
Who did you say? Oh, you said Iceman.
Yeah, he's better when he
Yeah.
came
Oh
off the
my
bench.
God, bro! I would love to see what he can do today. He's gonna hand check him. Number 3, who you
I
got?
want
Yeah.
Iceman with him, dog. That
Oh,
man
wow.
averaging 40, dog. He was killing. Niggas just remember him for the pick and roll when actually he was shooting the shit out that motherfucking ball. This motherfucker to me, he was KD back there. You know what I'm saying? He was long as a motherfucker shooting that rock and he can get to the rack and finger roll you. Yeah, dog was a monster.
And number 3 for me, I went a different direction. Al Jefferson, Big Al. 3 seasons.
Minnesota,
Average 3 seasons of 21 and 10. Let's see. 3 seasons, 21-10. Revered as one of the best players never to make an All-Star team. Big Al. No one talks about Big Al Harrington. Big Al Jefferson.
That's a good one.
Yeah. He was absolutely unstoppable in the post. Left, right.
He was. The motherfuckers was bad when he got traded to Minnesota, you know what I'm saying, for KG, but he was a good ass player,
He was a good player.
though.
Yeah, he was a good player.
He just didn't have the KG flash.
Yeah, that's all. Didn't have a flash, but he was a problem. He get you in the post, be boring as hell.
I'm trying
It's
to
gonna be
tell
a
you.
long night.
Yep. He was
Strong
like
as hell.
Zach Randolph, but better.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Out of
He was
Prentice,
about to get
Mississippi.
shit on.
How do I remember that? I don't know. But yeah, out of Prentice, Mississippi. Big Al. Looked like he love a good oxtail sandwich.
Oxtail po' boy.
Po' boy.
I'm
So you
going Kevin McHale, man. 26-7 was his best
Well,
season.
did you do your number 3?
No, you did.
He didn't do
Oh,
number 3 yet.
shit.
Oh, Jerry West.
Oh, he the logo though. How he underrated?
Cause we don't talk. No, nobody. They just know he the logo. Don't nobody tell you he was a 12-time All-Star after 14 years playing like that. You go All-Star every year for 2 years. Like damn, bro. Like, come on, come on, man.
That is true.
Oh shit.
And they talk about his losing final record, but
That's. I mean, but that and the fact.
finals
but-
every year.
But the fact that you got
To
a
the
Finals MVP and lost, that's the most unbeatable stat. That's the stat can't nobody ever re-achieve.
Yeah, that's true.
There is nobody with a greater performance that could lose the finals and get the Finals MVP.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen everybody go to their locker room and be like, Jerry, come back out here. We're gonna hit you with the finals, bro. Like what we lost? Like I know, but nigga, you cold. Yeah, you played better than them, and And everybody on that team agreed.
Boy, LeBron almost did.
Yeah.
LeBron almost did.
almost did.
Man, that's unheard of, bro. That is unheard of.
Crazy.
That sounds like a made up stat.
Yeah.
That shit is
to
very
change
much
that.
real.
And number 2, who'd you go?
Kevin McHale, man, that nigga shot 55% from the field for his entire career.
He was underrated, bro. When you talk about motherfuckers with a bag, dog knew how to use it.
Now, how you playing alongside of these dudes doing this work? It'd be different if you like, this is all you was scoring and shit on your whole team. 25-12 was his best season. So that don't even sound all that great.
It's
But
hard
dog,
to do it on your own team.
but you doing it with Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Dennis motherfucking Johnson, young ass Danny Ainge. You doing it with all of these motherfuckers in the midst of in lieu of winning rings. Man, come on, man. You getting quality points. Those ain't no empty buckets. All them buckets matter. Right. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Man, you can count.
7-time All-Star, made the All-NBA team once, All-Rookie, 2-time Six-Man of the Year, 6-time All-Defense, 3-time champ, only played 13 years. Mm-hmm. Shot 55% for his career.
For his career. You know how difficult these stats are? 55% for your career? Because when you young, you ain't as good as your prime. And when you old, you ain't as good as your prime. For your career, it's 55% crazy. And Michael Jordan, 30 points a game is crazy. Those two things are crazy to me. Because of those reasons. But
yeah, career high 56.
Career.
Okay.
He
had 9 blocks in one game as well.
Like this.
Number 2 for me, I had to go with this is a huge bias, but big dog Glenn Robinson. Played only 11 seasons, but averaged 18 or more in 9 of them. Never reached his full potential, in my opinion, especially if you saw him play at Purdue. Him and Gene Katie going crazy. I think we all thought he was going to be a 30-10 guy for years, but was an absolute problem in his prime. And I will put him on the all-time mini-team East. 2-time All-Star, 20-6 for his career. Big dog Glenn Robinson, one of my definitely top 10 favorite players of all time.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players. He'll never be underrated to me at anything.
Yeah, I love dog, bro. He was a problem. Number 2, Hendo.
Moses Malone. I just feel like dog don't get a lot more accolades than what he really was. Dog was cold. Couldn't be stopped, had a bag. When we talk about guys with deep bags, you couldn't stay in front of him.
Probably the greatest offensive rebounder of all time.
And he affected change. Like, if he was on your team in his prime, you was winning.
Yeah.
If it wasn't the whole thing, you was at least going to be winning games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was a flat-out winner, man. He affected change.
You forgot. Well, he went to the finals when he was with Houston, right?
Yeah.
Before he went with Philly.
Yeah, he won both of them.
Did he win
I
with
thought
Houston?
he won with Houston. Did he lose?
I think he lost, and then I think that's why he ended up going to Philly.
Oh, that would make sense. For some reason, I thought that motherfucker. I knew he was winning.
I like Moses. That's a great pick. Number 1 most underrated player of all time.
Dennis Rodman is the only motherfucker
I
seen guard every position
Wow.
at a high ass, like all defensive level. I seen this nigga guarding Michael Jordan. I seen this nigga guarding Shaq. I'm just saying.
It's a wide spectrum.
Yeah, that's a big ass spectrum of shit
spectrum.
you're supposed to be guarding. He can guard the greatest ever on the perimeter, and he can guard the most dominant ever in the post.
Yeah.
Man, what
That
the
Detroit
fuck?
Dennis Rodman was a problem. I mean,
What
the
the
Chicago
fuck?
one was a problem too, but Detroit, he
Yeah.
was so quick, bro.
So quick back
on,
there.
on the perimeter, it was just, it was crazy.
Motherfucker,
I like that Rodman, man. Rodman.
He
Who
was
you got
acting
him
cold
though?
as
Most
hell.
underrated NBA player of all time.
Grant Hill.
Wow.
If Grant Hill could have stayed healthy, man, and some shaky ass ankles could have been, well, this motherfucker was on his way. He was a problem. I think people be forgetting how big of a problem Grant Hill was. And I give him a lot of respect because I watched this man get hurt in one style of basketball
leave the game, come back for another different generation of basketball, and still be effective.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing all the dunking and stuff he was, but he knew how to get to his spots effectively. He hit right to his shot.
Came a lockdown 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, he was still in
And
shape
that's
with
tough to
the
do that in
defense.
two different styles of ball area. And he was able to do
Carter
that.
was the same way.
I was
Yep.
about to say he was Vince Carter
Pretty
before
much had,
Vince Carter.
he had pretty much had 2 careers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
he was better than Vince Carter. Though.
Oh, but his bag. We talk about guys with
He's
bags,
a
bro.
better player, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was better than Vince.
Vince Carter was a better show as far as dunking the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then
But
Grant was a show of dunking the
But
ball. I mean,
I think people.
forget it.
Yeah,
He was
in his
he was
prime?
supposed to be the face of basketball when
Yep.
Michael Jordan left.
Yep.
If he wouldn't have got hurt, people forget he was the one doing all the.
He was the next man up.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. He was LeBron before LeBron.
Mhm.
He did everything LeBron did. He was a point forward.
was
He had
LeBron before LeBron.
He had Yam on you. He had a phenomenal defender. But he was actually a better defender than LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played a little bit more.
He played the dribble
Just
more. He played the
LeBron.
dribble.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
dog. He was one of them old school dudes who were like, oh, you got something off down here on this end? Watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, you was talking shit or something? Watch this.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do something? Watch this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
The reason is I feel like
ugly.
he gets underrated because he never was on any of those. He was on some good teams, but he never took a chip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then times where there was potential where he was injured. You know what I'm saying? Like right when he was about to go up and take that motherfucker, injury took his ass right complete up out of there. Then he was sidelined, so he was waiting to come back in. So it was like,
If he could have played with T Mac in Orlando, I feel like that would have been his best shot.
Yeah.
That Detroit team wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
He was old by the time.
yeah, but by then he was just getting back to him really. You know what I'm saying?
No, he just got. That's when he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt then.
Yeah, he was
He
him.
didn't have
He
actually
just got hurt.
played.
Yep. That was them teal jerseys.
That's when everything went down.
Yeah, dog, that's some
That's when
bullshit.
everything went down once he went to Orlando. He got that injury, then the infection is what got him. But who would you say was the number one?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. You said Grant Hill.
Yeah.
I went a different direction, man. I went with I mean, we all know we actually.
Dan Wallace.
Nah, we see his face all the time, but I think he doesn't get the respect
Tony
because. No, I think he doesn't get the respect
Horse
because he thinks he's better than what he was, but he was really, really fucking good.
Oh, Gilbert.
John
I'm
Starks.
done.
Absolutely not Gil. Paul Pierce.
Oh.
Oh, that was nice.
Paul Pierce.
Yeah,
That was nice,
that
though,
was
bro.
cold.
19
He is underrated though.
Yeah,
at
19,
this point,
yeah,
he is.
19 years. 19 years in the league. 19-5.
It was that
and
Brooklyn
3.
run.
No, I'm saying because he think he's better than what he was. That's a fact.
Yeah.
We really can't
Yeah.
really can't give you too many props because you're gonna give him all of your stuff anyway. You
Yeah.
give him some of his own flowers.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
hard to give you some.
10-time All-Star, 4-time All-NBA. Surprisingly, what made me think I actually thought about you when I was doing the research. When I said we were talking about Reggie, we was having a debate about Reggie Miller, and you was like, bro, you can't say because somebody didn't make an all-defensive team, that don't mean that they can't play D. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And then Paul Pierce, a perfect example, never made all-defensive team. But I think we can all play a testament that he was a good defender. You know what I'm saying? So
6'8", 6'9" and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, but
He
never
in the
made
way.
all defensive team. But he was clutch, and then of course he gonna let you know if you inherited from us. He got a ring with that Celtics team. That Celtics team and the Bears '85, like they gonna wear that shit out until 2068. Like, let's win some more rings, people. Bears, let's talk about 2025, not.
That was a good year for
1985.
dog,
I'm
man.
so sick
That
of
was a good
hearing
year.
that
It's when
stuff.
you say stuff like that.
What?
You know, it's when you say stuff just like that, man.
What?
Why you gotta throw us in that conversation? We ain't had nothing to do with that. You just threw us a bunch of nothing.
No, but it's the truth. The Celtics talk about that one damn ring like they had a dynasty, and it's like, no,
But
y'all
then
had.
you like win football, and then you went
But no,
straight to the Bears.
I just made a correlation. I just made a correlation. That's
We're
all.
gonna leave that there.
He said we're gonna leave that there.
That's how we gonna do
I just made a correlation, but
That's
I
too
went
funny.
with Paul Pierce, man. Most underrated NBA
That's a good one.
player
I like Paul.
of all time. I love Paul
truth.
Pierce, man. The truth. But I think what got him was, remember this last year, and he thought he was supposed to get the Kobe treatment. And niggas like, you not Kobe.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Paul thought
Paul
he
Pierce.
Paul thought he was
Draymond
going to come
Green
through and
told us
like, man, listen, man, you not a you somebody to remember. You're not a legend. You somebody we remember, but you're not letting no disrespect because you did it. You know, you did your thing, man. You a hell of a hooper. I give you that.
Hall
But
of Famer.
you just not Kobe.
like
We not
this,
finna
man.
throw no shamrocks at your feet as you walk into the stadium.
That's a fact, nigga. I'm gonna dap you up, and roll the hell with your ass. Say we smoking on that Paul Pierce.
You gonna get a video. You gonna walk in one day and get a video. Your shit hung up in the balance.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal player. It's just, yeah. But yeah, definitely my number one most underrated player. Also had while I'm thinking about it, Sharif Abdul-Rahim. No one ever talks about Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Nigga. You know another one I be saying too sometimes? Brandon Roy, man.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
Man,
keep
I
it
be-
real though.
Oh,
More Brandon.
He
I'm
was
gonna keep it
Hall of
real though.
Famer.
Sharif
Nigga,
though.
I be so upset with that. I be so upset with that.
He actually might have would have been better than Hart. When you look at both of their careers, if he would have never got hurt, he would.
His shot was so smooth.
Harden's stats is gonna put him on a whole other level. People gonna
Yeah,
remember him
his
as one of
stats
the
are
greats like that,
phenomenal,
really.
bro.
So like, I'm not even sure if we can say Brandon Roy would have really came out with the assist and everything too. Man, Harden's stats for a minute was a monster, man. They was calling
Well,
all
Roy
types
can
of
do
crazy
everything.
shit.
Yeah, Roy can do everything. Mind you, he was
can do
leading the
it.
league in points.
I'm talking about assists though. James
Yeah,
Harden
but like-
over there just led the league in assists again last year.
Yeah, I mean that's
I mean,
cool.
Roy-
That's
he's
cool.
old.
But you also was third on the list of turnovers too, though. Let's give it all the
That's
accolades.
true,
that
but we
let's give
gotta-
all the accolades.
But that's what I just said about
I wasn't
stats.
trying to start nothing.
Because they just gonna talk about the good shit and be like, oh,
No, I
he
feel you,
did
but
this.
it's like with dude, it's like he the type of motherfucker give you 10 assists, but he'll also have like 6 turnovers and shit, which give him the ball right to a motherfucker too. And that's how I kind of look at it.
And that's why LeBron is number 30 on my list. Because he that nigga is NBA history in turnovers. I'm glad you said it. You said
I
it.
said that.
I
Number 30.
I just had
You right. Hey,
You
we on the
can't
same
be that
wave,
great
bro.
offensively if you ain't efficient because you keep turning the ball over.
Can I interject a little bit? I would say I agree with both of y'all when it comes to James Harden. James Harden is that prime player who that people our age, 20 years from now, when people be like, well, he averaged this, and this. Nah, fam, like you had to actually watch him play.
Right.
You know what
Because
I'm saying?
when he
You
went
had
to the lane, he
actually-
kept doing the arm swoop under here.
And that
Kobe
shit
used to
don't
do it
work.
on the line. They started taking the Kobe move. Now he taking
I'm-
the Kobe
I'm-
move, going
I'm
to the
gonna-
lane, pulling his
hell
arms
no.
up under your arms and throwing some shit
Hell,
up and looking
and
for a foul
you
and
should
getting
be-
it. They gave it to him for like 5 years.
Facts. You should be the last person asked to win, especially if your grandkids anything like you. What did he win, Grandpa Hendo?
Nothing.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what you say all the
That's
time.
what you said.
That nigga
So
ain't
that's
win.
exactly
That's
like if his
on the
grandkids
real.
anything like,
Yeah.
well, that nigga ain't win nothing. I don't care if he averaged 30 and 20, Grandpa.
How many rings he got?
Word. You didn't do it.
You right, grandson. Nigga ain't win.
But you know what I always say though is that can you write the story of the NBA with or without a person?
No, you
And
can't.
Sharif and Raheem dude, I forget his name.
Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
You can write it without him. You can mess around and write it without Brandon Roy.
And I ain't trying to
you
sign-
cannot skip over James Harden.
And I ain't trying to
That's the
side note,
difference
but
between a lot
Sharif
of people.
stood giving buckets. I watched this man in the big 3 drop like motherfucking like 20 on the motherfucker. He in there balling, beard gray as shit, bro. Jumper stood wet.
But we said the history of the NBA, not the history of the Big Three.
No, I know, but I'm just saying he stood. But I'm just saying, like right now, even though he out there, he can still give buckets. Like
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about all the.
White chocolate can too.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
I
still
don't see him.
flying
I
up
don't
and
see
down
him
the
in that
court.
big 3 though.
He one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah.
Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Yeah, he's
I've
just
been
a
watching
shit.
him play since
Dog's bag is-
California, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, his bag was crazy. For
Yeah.
back then, it was crazy to see a 6'8", 6'9".
That's
dude.
why I was. Dog, he
Even
was.
out in college, bro, he was hitting a 3.
But to see him hooping right now like that too, and he still got it, like dog.
Him
Get
and-
right to it. It's just crazy,
him
bro.
and
Because dog
Coutinho.
got age on him. Dog had to be like smooth, like 50, 56,
Coutinho Mobley
Marcus
still doing
Johnson.
and looking good though.
Marcus Johnson
Jermaine O'Neal,
with the Milwaukee Bucks back in the day.
Very underrated.
Underrated as hell.
Underrated.
Jermaine O'Neal
Michael
got no
Jordan
hair.
said he had a picture of him on his wall when he was in North Carolina.
You know that's his son from Gil's Arena. You ever saw Gil's Arena? Gil's podcast?
think
The fat dude,
the light skinned stud.
the light skin.
Yeah.
That's his son.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's his son.
He actually do look like that nigga.
Yeah, that's his son.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
He could hoop too. I actually watched him play. I actually saw him play accidentally. I was looking at old
He said
clips of
accidentally.
I was looking at old clips of Shea Cottons.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Shea from Cali. And Marquise Johnson playing with the Clippers.
That name is familiar.
You know, he played with the Clippers. He stayed in Cali. Whereas his son
Mm-hmm.
was playing against Shea Cottons in high school. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm like, oh, that's Buddy from Gills Arena. I didn't know he hooped. He was chubby back then, but you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. I want to say he might have been All-State, All-City, something like that, but he did his thing. I think he ended up going to UCLA.
Okay.
But yeah, that's actually his son.
Yeah, Marcus Johnson, man, was a killer.
Yeah, Marcus Johnson, nice. I was actually almost going to put him on my list. He was probably
I
in the
thought
top
about
10
it
for
too.
sure. But it's about that time, B.I. How we end every episode, man.
Oh, man, you gotta trade yourself, man. Gotta trade yourself.
It is trade yourself, man. This is how we end every episode. It's basically a nice way of, you know, somebody getting on your nerves. You ain't got to say F you, you know what I'm saying? You just need to look at them and say, you want to know what? You need to trade yourself. It could be your wife, your kids, you know what I'm saying, your husband, your boss. You ain't got to be disrespectful. Hey, boss, trade yourself, okay? You know, just trade yourself. Get up out my face. So we normally try to keep it sports figures, Brett Favre, Welfare King. You know, entertainment figures, Jada Pinkett. As one of the brothers said, she looked like a peanut butter M&M by the head. But
Just wrong. Just wrong. I ain't say that, Jada. That was deep.
That was deep.
Who need
That
to
was
trade
deep.
themselves this week? Be out.
Oh man, no trade for me this week, man. I'm gonna just issue a warning to the NBA. OKC, Orlando, Sacramento. These boys already here. Y'all might have been ignoring them. They score a whole lot of points. They fucking y'all up. Just pay attention to what's gonna happen, because it's gonna happen way faster than you think it's happening. It's been happening. You know what I'm saying? Orlando is getting up to court. I think they got the most foul calls in the NBA right now.
Yeah,
If you watch one of the games, it look crazy. I seen them play the Bucks. Them niggas got fouled every time they got to the free throw line. They may as well just get to the free throw line and just stop and just stand there. Because they kept getting fouled. These little dudes racing up the court, and then once they started diving in, motherfuckers just knocking them on it. Dog, the shit is hilarious. These young boys are here. And for all y'all, I said it last week, I'm trying to leave it alone. But people holding on to these old teams in the NBA thinking your team going to pull it out. They old. And I told y'all how you going to see it. I seen it the other day. I was rolling. LeBron did exactly what I said you going to see these motherfuckers do. Try to bust a move, fall over their own feet, kick the ball, look up at the ref. What's going on? Ain't nobody touch your old ass.
Looking for the run.
Ain't nobody touch your old ass. You old. You know what I'm saying?
They say ain't nobody touch you old.
You feel because you old.
Trade yourself.
I better watch the rest of this NBA, man.
It's gonna be fun. But you got Hendo who need to trade themselves this week.
Whoever on the network who think it's cool to talk about switching Whoopi Goldberg off The View to put on Candace Owens. whoever said that was a concept to be thought, trade yourself. That don't make no difference. Listen, I don't watch The View as is, but I guarantee you I'll never even go through that channel if y'all put Candace Owens on there.
Candace Parker?
Candace Owens.
Who was Candace Owens?
Somebody you don't want on The View, bro.
Oh, wow.
You don't want this sister Republican on there, man. She not the one, man. She just not the one.
Only
bro.
Candace I know is Parker.
Nah, keep it like that.
Shout out.
This not the one. So if y'all do that, man, y'all know y'all going to cut y'all views in half. She gonna bring the heavy politics on her. I'm dead ass serious. She just be on it. She not the one you want up there, bro.
Whoopi at this point.
No, keep Whoopi on there until
down
Whoopi,
to earth.
man, do whatever you can to keep Whoopi on there. She the one keeping that show.
Shorty.
Man, you don't want her on
Yes,
there,
I
bro.
have.
You do not
Yes, I
want her
have.
up there, bro.
Yeah, probably not.
Nah, she be saying the most. Man, listen, she gonna be in
That's
trouble.
what
The
they represent, huh?
first week something gonna happen. She gonna be in trouble.
My question is, why you gotta take, I'm about to say Oprah. Why you gotta take Whoopi off to put her on?
I mean, Whoopi
We
getting
can only have
old.
one.
Be honest, Whoopi getting old. Like Judge Judy, how long you gonna
Then
keep her on?
we should get the judge. If we can vote for presidents, we should be able to vote who on The View. God damn it, we should get a say in this.
Yeah.
I'm writing a stern letter.
They think they're gonna bring some type of views with that, but I think sometimes she just be running her mouth just a little too much about things that just don't need to be talked about in depth like that or at that angle.
I can get that. Honestly.
Her perception of things ain't like what you would think. So I'm not saying she wrong, but I'm not saying she right.
I think she a grifter. I think she gonna say whatever she need to say to put money in her pocket. I don't think she truly believe anything. But for me, trade themselves this week. Josh Giddey, man. Josh Giddey, man. And they looking good, B. It ain't looking good at all, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that nigga agent. What was the agent? He's like, man, I'm talking to this girl. Like, he ain't sending no pictures, nothing, man. You gotta be more vocal. That's why I said, sometimes you talk to somebody, just ask one of the guys they know, motherfucker. Like, man, you ever seen this motherfucker before? Just get something, man, because I don't.
Like, I mean, allegedly, it ain't looking good, but I know so I'm finna do something with somebody. And they got on some Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday panties on. I'm getting up out the room.
I'm saying, but I'm getting out the room if you taking pictures of right after we did something, posted what we just did on
that too.
That's what blew me. That's the ultimate to me. Like, how you date somebody that childish?
I would like to know if you are a child, man. That is exactly the question.
Man, you're an NBA
It
player.
ain't nowhere in the
dog,
world.
But like you said, Australia though.
And I don't know where he was at.
That's where he from. I'm pretty sure the nigga from Australia.
Right.
There's a cultural change, is what I'm saying. That's like grabbing somebody from the middle of Africa and coming over here and then be mad if motherfucker talk to somebody. Be like, shit, I didn't know she was. I just seen her. I talked to her. I didn't know. I mean, I'm not going.
Should have mentioned it.
That's how I kind of feel too. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I take you as an NBA. You gotta be some type of intelligent person. I ain't saying like, you know, even Shaq was smart. You know what I'm saying? You don't take him as a dummy. A lot of people think Shaq was dumb, but he wasn't dumb. You know, he was very intelligent. But I take people as intelligent guys. Like, so that's kind of like, I don't know.
It wasn't an intelligent move. I know that.
I know that. You should see how they get questioned about it.
Yeah.
You should have seen the interviews. They was like, I know what you guys want to hear. I just no comment.
What? Oh, that's
The coach was like, yeah, you know, that's some personal information. I don't know, that's between them. They going to. The coach was doing
wow. That's some bullshit. That got worse.
I mean, he a big
There's no
part of the
charges
team,
though.
too.
It's a huge part because without him, they might not be as successful going forward without him because he moves that ball. He's a big focal point of that team, low key, and he's just getting good too. So not only that, but the distraction from the game with this too got to be another part too. Because eventually
they're gonna find a way to sweep it under the rug.
Well, eventually, what's going to happen is the NBA gonna look into it, not the team, the NBA, and the NBA is gonna be like, look, this is what it is. It's gonna be a small suspension. You want to pay this fine or whatever. This is what it is because there's not gonna be any charges pressed. That's how I feel. All right. Until these are allegations with no charges pressed, but the allegations are looking pretty strong, like in the green. All right. We ain't looking yellow or red. This is the green. All right. But without the charges, it's just an NBA suspension. Be honest with yourself. And a fine.
Yeah, man. We got to pay these bills. Got to give a shout out, of course, to King KO Car Wash out there if you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin area. Over on La Crosse Street, check out Cuzzo, man. It's getting cold out. Get your car winterized. Inside, does great detail work. Also, a breath of fresh holiday season. Go check out our brother Focus, man. If you want to get your significant other, some kids, some exclusive sneakers, some exclusive clothes, check out a breath of fresh over in the Jackson Plaza over there. And also, downtown, man, Press Break. They got the cheesy beef, the cheesy nachos, all that good stuff, man. If you're sick of the holiday food tonight, downtown, go check out Press Break, man. Go get some of that good Chicago food. And also the Closet. Where is it at, man?
On the corner of 5th and King, man. Go check out my man JV.
Yes, sir. The Closet, man. Got all that exclusive food. The Closet doing this thing, man. So, you know, we're trying to help everybody out. As far as we know, the game is still on. December 10th, the old school versus new school basketball game at the BGC. If anything changes, we'll let you guys know. But as far as right now, the game is still on. Hey, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be food. It's going to be a dunk contest. One of the young brothers going to perform halftime. So man, we asking $10 entry fee. But man, come get you some good food, man. It's gonna be some jerk chicken there, some Spanish rice, Puerto Rican rice, all that good stuff, and also it's gonna be great competition. Old school, man, they've lost the last two by 1 point, so new school got a chip on their shoulder, but we got some new old heads that's gonna come through and hopefully put them over the top. But definitely gonna be a lot of fun. $10 entry fee, and anybody under 11 is free. Of course, the organization Black is also taking part with us this time. So just trying to merge together, doing some big things. So I appreciate them. And then also Jeremy Campbell, thank you as always, brother, for our intro, outro. And then of course Captain Kush, man, you gotta come holler at us, brother. Always welcome. And man, I appreciate all the love we've been receiving on Facebook about my pops. Much love as always. Like I say, the episode is definitely dedicated to him. Episode 77. Dennis Funches, aka ONEWAY, man, will be missed. Much love. We out of here. Old heads. I'm gonna let these brothers say they love goodbyes. Not love, but say they outro. Excuse me.
The boy Bills, man. Holla at us, man.
Man, you already know, man. French Loaf, Honey Pack, and OG, man. We out.
Yes, sir.
Old Millie with the stats and facts. No, really. And Hendo gon' tell you the truth. B.I. Mr. Info, you know what we here for. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, we cover from Dog Shades to the team at the Barclays. The